Labor unions. Labor unions were a big part of the history of the U.S. as we began the Industrial Revolution. Labor unions, in short, were an organized union of workers who met to ensure that their needs as workers were met. One of the largest and most influential labor unions was the Coal Miners' Union. The Coal Miners' Union was powerful because of the thousands of people who were in it and the thousands of people that supported it. It had a very just cause, and it was evident in the harsh conditions that coal miners had to endure, especially in West Virginia. The UMWA, United Mine Workers of America, formed in 1890 in Columbus, Ohio, and gained ground very swiftly. By the late 1910s, many violent rebellions took place, one being the Matewan Massacre. Phelps agents and pre-massacre. The Matewan Massacre essentially started with the formation of the agency known as the Baldwin-Felts Agency, named after William Baldwin and Albert Phelps. It was founded in the 1890s. The agency was known for suppressing rebellions done by specifically coal miners' rebellions. Baldwin, originally wanting to be a dentist, decided to go into the detective scene. He was the founder of the agency, and Thomas Lafayette Phelps quickly joined. The agency originally protected train tracks and shipments, but soon began to hit it big. They began doing detective work for the government and for states. They eventually decided to serve coal mine operators. The Baldwin-Felts Agency was very loyal to their payer, so since the coal operators did not like the UMWA, neither did the agency. Many people regarded them as hired employees, and a hatred for them grew. Now, the beginning of the actual event starts with the eviction of several coal miners, members of the UMWA, out of their homes. Coal miners' operators stated no one could reside in the company household if that said person was a member of a union. So, naturally, Baldwin-Felts agents were sent to evict these men. Their families were thrown out of their houses, and this sparked a flame of rebellion in the hearts of the members. So, several townspeople, including Sid Hatfield, legendary hero of rebellion, and the mayor, Mayor Testerman, approached the agents. What happens next is astounding.
The Baldwin-Felts agents then turned around with a warrant for the arrest of Sid Hatfield. They handed the document to the mayor, who then proclaimed that it was fake because it was never confirmed. This soon outraged the surrounding miners, and soon there was a shot fired from an undetermined origin. That sparking a major gunfight to break loose, resulting in the death of 10 individuals. Mary Cooley Robinette, a 10-year-old at the time, witnessed the event firsthand, and she stated, "On my way to the grocery store, I observed that an unusually large number of people were in town that day, with numerous small groups talking in low, excited tones. Many of the people were strangers to me, and many of them were carrying cases that I later learned to contain firearms. As a 10-year-old girl, these things didn't have much meaning to me. I went into the grocery store, which was owned and operated by C.C. Testerman, who was the mayor of Matewan. Testerman would be one of the 10 people killed in Matewan that day. I had been in this store many times in the past, and I recall Mayor Testerman being a nice, kind, friendly man. After leaving the store, I walked by the old Matewan Railroad Depot. When I got just a few feet past the railroad depot, the shooting began. It seemed as though bullets were flying everywhere. I could hear the bullets whizzing by me. One of the bullets hit the railroad ties just a foot or so in front of me. The shooting lasted quite a while. Many shots were fired initially, with the shooting becoming more sporadic after a few moments. I still recall how scared I was, and I remember running on home as fast as I could."
Along with Mayor Testerman, there were 9 other deaths. 2 of those were miners, and the other 7 were Baldwin-Felts agents, including the brothers Albert and Lee Phelps. Sid Hatfield survived this bloody massacre, but then was faced with charges. However, he was quickly acquitted. Over a year later, Hatfield, along with 17 others, were accused of murder and then called to the courthouse to be tried. Hatfield and his friend, Ed Chambers, were shot to death before walking into the courthouse. Obviously, this angered the miners, as he was the only person they had that had even a limited power in the government. This caused the miners to rise in rebellion in late August and early September. The end of the battle left anywhere from 20 to 100 casualties, but the actual number was never confirmed. Now the battle is looked at as a pivotal point in American labor history in the biggest labor union uprising since the Civil War. At the time, it was just a crushing defeat for labor unions.